Maricopa County Attorney Rachel Mitchell is accused of retaliating against dozens of pro-Palestine protesters. And the court ruled next month she has to take the stand about how her office is handling the case. But the county attorney does not want to. In fact, she's now suing the court to stop it. I'm ABC 15 Chief Investigator Dave Biskobing, and we're about to show you the last-ditch attempt Mitchell is trying to keep herself from testifying under oath. Notices, motions, special actions. Right now, the county attorney's office is pushing a lot of paperwork in this protest case, and it's because of a major ruling we first told you about in August. We could soon see something that is very, very rare. The Maricopa County attorney under oath, on the stand, testifying, getting cross-examined, having to defend herself and her office. A judge just made a major ruling, essentially putting the county attorney's office on trial. After a protest in April 2024 at ASU, 68 pro-Palestine protesters were charged with trespassing. Defense attorneys then filed a, quote, anti-SLAPP motion. It's basically a legal claim saying the protesters were charged in retaliation for their free speech. This justice of the peace ruled there was enough evidence to move forward. So under Arizona's anti-SLAPP law, prosecutors have to prove that they didn't retaliate against the protesters, or the charges get dropped. Here's what Rachel Mitchell said the week after the court's ruling.
Do you intend to challenge the ruling, and are you ready to testify if it comes to that?
We're proceeding to get ready for it. We are, looking at the details of the ruling that the justice of the peace made. And if we need to put more on the record, we will. If I need to testify, I will.
Let's play that part again.
If I need to testify, I will.
Flash forward 2 months to now. The county attorney's office just filed this notice of claim, claiming the anti-SLAPP law is unconstitutional. They also filed this motion to stay, basically asking for a pause in the protest case. They want that pause because they filed this special action that's basically a lawsuit against the court, claiming the protesters clearly committed crimes, and therefore it's wrong to rule that Mitchell has to take the stand in mid-November.
What exactly is happening that has this county attorney so scared to take the stand?
Steve Benedetto represents many of the protesters.
What we were talking about is her just walking into a justice court where her lawyers practice every single day, swearing an oath to tell the truth, and then presumably telling the truth, and that would be the end of this.
It's not actually quite as simple as this lawyer put it. See, he's the same lawyer who represented dozens of other protesters who were falsely charged by MCAO back in 2020 and got those protesters a $6 million settlement. And that means Mitchell and other top prosecutors would be cross-examined by him. And Benedetto says he has evidence showing ASU engaged with MCAO to stop the pro-Palestine protest and arrest people before the protest even began.
So this is their fourth bite at the apple.
He also highlighted this is now MCAO's fourth attempt to overturn the court's decision, forcing them to testify.
They opposed it and they lost. Then they filed a motion for reconsideration and they lost. Then they filed a motion to designate an issue for a special action and they lost. And now they just ran off and filed the special action.
In their 46-page special action, MCAO says the gravity of this situation cannot be overstated. Unless this court corrects the Justice Court's clear factual and legal error, County Attorney Mitchell will unjustifiably become the first elected prosecutor in the country to be called to the stand to defend a prosecutorial charging decision in an anti-SLAPP proceeding.
It boggles the mind to try to do the calculus of how much money and taxpayer resources this office is spending simply to avoid having to take the stand and tell the truth about why they're doing what they're doing.
MCAO says it has no comment beyond what's been filed in court. But we'll get a chance to ask the county attorney questions at an open press conference later this week. And there's another interesting factor in all of this. Mitchell is a Republican, and the anti-SLAPP law she claims is unconstitutional was passed by state Republicans in 2022. And so far, it's also been used by election deniers, including Rudy Giuliani, against their criminal charges for trying to overturn the 2020 election. As for the court, so far, there's been no word on how they'll handle all of this. I'm investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.